Hi, everyone, and welcome to Room 210 News, your place to find out everything that's going on in our school and in our classroom this week. Just a reminder to please turn on notifications for Class Dojo so that you can stay up to date with all the important happenings in our classroom and in our school. I am very active on the app, as you can see this from this past week, with pictures and updates coming out to you. So just be sure that you have those notifications on so that you're staying most up to date with everything happening in our classroom. Also, make sure that you're checking your messages and your emails frequently. I send at least 2 updates per week. One always being Sundays at 6 o'clock, which is the message you're getting right now. We have a working snack every day, so please make sure that you're sending a snack in with your child, as there will not be anything provided by the school. So students are allowed to get their snack about 10 o'clock from their backpack, and we work on our reading assignments while they're eating snack. If you are willing to send in snack that may be used for students that forgot their snack at home, please just reach out to me and let me know, and I'll kind of let you know of some allergies and some things in our class, some guidelines to help you purchase. But that would be greatly appreciated if you're able to help us in that way. Just a reminder that arrival begins at 7:20 in the morning and the tardy bell is at 7:40, so please make sure that your child is getting to school at home, or getting to school every day on time, as vital instruction starts right from the beginning. As you learned this week that I forgot to mention to you last week, we have a homework contract that stays in your child's folder every week. So be sure that you're checking your child's homework folder and they're signing their homework contract every night, as there is pertinent information for you to review each and every night. Speaking of the homework folder also lists the homework assignments for the week, and we are starting some homework assignments this coming week. So there will be 3 main homework assignments for every student in 3rd grade this year. One being fluency homework. So fluency homework is where your student will get a passage sent home with them, and your job will be to time them for 1 minute to see how long it took them, or how many words they were able to read in that minute, and then all you have to do is write the number of words at the top on the correct day. Super simple. The second is the Foundations at Home support packet. This is just extra practice for your child on what we're learning in Foundations. Foundations is their phonics program teaching children how to read and how to better their reading and decoding skills. So we're learning sounds on our words on the sound level, and then learning how to blend those together to make real words. So that's just extra support for you to have at home with the at-home support pack. And then finally, the Eureka Math book will be coming home soon, and the pages and lessons that we would like you to do will be listed on the homework contract each and every day. So you'll check the homework contract and then know what pages you're supposed to do. The fluency homework is starting this week. The Foundations at Home support is also starting this week. And then Eureka Math could start this week, or it might just be next week. The books are kind of on back order, so we don't have the books that we need yet for that. So just be on the lookout for those homework assignments this coming week. And then finally, make sure that you have on your calendar tomorrow, September the 1st, is Labor Day, so there will be no school for students or staff. Up next is Looking Ahead, where you will hear all of the things that are going to happen in the future of our school and in our classroom. Make sure that you have Thursday, September the 11th on your calendars, as the 3rd grade students at Castle Hayne will be taking the BOG, which is the beginning of year test. This just gives our teachers and our staff a baseline of where your students are coming into the year, and also gives us an opportunity to see how much they've grown from the beginning to the end of the year. So that will take place on September the 11th. It's very important that your child comes to school on time that day, as testing will begin promptly after the bell rings, probably somewhere around 8 to 8:15. So it's going to be important that your child is on time to school that day. Mark your calendars for Thursday, September the 18th, as it is our annual curriculum night. You are invited to come out from 5 until 7:30 to come and learn about the 3rd grade curriculum and what your child is going to be learning this year. And then finally, mark your calendars for September the 26th, as that's the day that progress reports come home, and you will be able to see the progress that your child has made in 3rd grade during the first 9 weeks. Up next is Curriculum Corner, where you will hear all the things that your child is going to learn in your classroom this week. I always begin Curriculum Corner with an attendance fact because attendance is very important to our school and to me as a teacher. So this week's attendance fact is that poor attendance can influence whether a child can read proficiently by the end of 3rd grade. Meaning that this is a very pivotal year in a child's educational journey, and so please make sure that you're making a concerted effort to get your child to school on time every single day to give them the best shot to be the best proficient reader by the end of the school year. In Eureka Math this week, we're beginning Module 1, and this module covers multiplication strategies in 0, 1, 2s, 5s, and 10s. The reason why we begin with those multiples and those factors is because most students already know how to count by 10s, 5s, and 2s. Counting by 1s is also very simple and a strategy that they should already know. And then the rule of multiplication by 0 is typically pretty simple and easily learned by students once it's explained to them. So this week we'll be beginning that, and so students should be coming home very excited about learning about multiplication. In Foundations, we're beginning Unit 1 of Foundations this week. This unit covers digraphs. It covers digraph SH, CH, WH, TH, and did I say SH? There's one more. Anyway, it covers digraphs. They learned about them in 2nd grade, and they also learned about them in 1st grade, so it's just a review. But the new concept for this week will be the trigraph, TCH, like in the word catch. So students will be learning about that trigraph this week. We will also be learning about cursive letters, and the cursive letters that students will be learning this week are lowercase e and lowercase h. At Home Support Packet will be coming home with you this week on Wednesday for you to begin working on those skills. And then finally, in reading, we're continuing our book, Amos and Boris. So students last week read the book and talked about central message and what we can learn from the book. And this week, students are reading the book again, and we'll be looking at unknown words and words in context. We'll be looking at words that have different shades of meaning, meaning that they have different meanings based on their context. And students will be learning how to use the book to best understand the meaning of the word. Thank you so much for watching this episode of 210 News. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. If not, we'll see you right back here next week for another episode of Room 210 News.